Hello, my name is Robert O'Mara, and today we're going to be going over the game music trigger scripts that I've added to our Mega Man 2 game. So essentially, all that the music feature is going to do is it's going to add music to the game. I went ahead and used just the regular classical music that was in Mega Man 2. In each level, there should be two different sounds. One will be essentially the main sound that will end up just playing on a loop. While the player is progressing through the level. And then what we'll do is whenever they get to the boss area, we'll have another trigger that will stop the old music from playing and play the new music. So that way we don't have the first music playing on top of the second music. It'll be just a nice little clean, quick transition. So as soon as the player starts the level, we'll have them land inside of that trigger, that main level trigger, and then we'll have a new one for the boss. So we'll go ahead and go in here and show you kind of what we're going to be dealing with. So I have two different triggers here. This first one is the main music area. This would be where we would normally spawn this on top, and then also I have the mesh renderers on just to physically see where the triggers are going to be. And then we'll have a boss music trigger, which this would normally be in the boss area, but for simplicity's sake, we're just going to have them both here in this one little area. And both of these, like I said, will play on a loop once activated, until we want to trigger a new sound. Pretty much for scripting him, I did have to set up two different scripts for these. The first script is just a basic music script. All it's doing is it's just checking for collider. So when the player spawns in, we'll just have it wherever the player comes into the level, we'll just have that trigger right there. So it'll make contact, and then it will go ahead and do this method, this play music method here. And all it is just getting the audio source component and just playing that audio source component. Then once we reach the boss music area, this one's just a little bit different, but nothing too crazy. We have again another trigger collider, and we're again just playing the music source that the prefab contains. But the only thing that's a little bit different here is we have this, which is getting this public game object. So I have here in this boss music script, it's just calling over this this music trigger, so that way we can gain access to the audio source to stop the first audio source, so we can play the new audio source. And again, we're just playing music very, very similar to the same. So we'll go ahead and give this a try here. And like I said, in this setup that I have, we would normally have Mega Man just fall into it, but we just want to walk into it and see it all kind of work here. So when we walk into this first area, we got the first music playing, and now we're in the boss area. So as you can see, it's just really really simple setup. And again, kind of how this would look in the game is we would just turn off these mesh renderers here, and voila! Now we're gonna have kind of a seamless overlay here. So we start the level, play other sounds. Now we've entered the boss area. So that would be really cool. So that'll just kind of add like a nice little flavor to everything. And in our level, this is actually going to be the boss area. So we'll probably more than likely kind of have it around this proximity. So when they enter into this arena, we'll have it start up, and then the boss will fall in, and then they can go to battle. So again, just a little small feature that I think is going to make a really big difference in how the player kind of sees the level, and again, just kind of adds that little bit of extra flavor to the game. So again, this is a level music feature that I've added to Mega Man 2 for PMP4.